back with another YouTube video. Like, subscribe, comment, follow, share, tell a friend, and tell a friend, and tell a cousin, and tell a friend. We're back with another video. Like I said, this is my boy Coolio from No Fugazi Podcast. You know, you can find him on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. He make a lot of great content and he make a lot of common sense. You know, this is a blind reaction video, but it's talking about why black women get angry when black men date outside their race. And I'm married to a woman that is not black. And it wasn't like I was like, you know what, let me date outside my race. I was just living my life and I ran into a woman that just happened not to be black. And one thing led to another. And years later, a couple kids, wife. It is what it is. It just happens. You know, there are some black men who just strictly date outside their race because they just don't really care for black women, but that wasn't my situation. You know, and every black man or any man who date outside their race, their reasons are going to be different. You know, maybe they just found somebody that they rock with heavier than everybody else, and that just happen to be outside their race. It's no hate to the black women. I think that black women are beautiful, they're strong, you know, and all those other things. They're great women. You know, my woman just happened not to be that. And it is what it is. And there's no shade to any man who do date or marry a black woman, and there's no shade to any man who don't date or don't marry a black woman. At the end of the day, it's your life to live. Do what makes you happy. The only person who's gonna live that life is you. You can't live it for anybody else. Oh no, I don't want the black community. I don't want the black women. I don't want the black people mad at me. Why does that matter? You have to live for you, God, and the people you love. Go where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated. You know, you living in a house with a tyrant just to save face, just so everybody else can be happy that you're dating with somebody inside your race. No.
Welcome to Mob Ties, brother. Welcome to Mob Ties. We got great wins since in $10. In regards to the backlash the football player got for proposing to his white girlfriend, why do black women get angry and bitter when black men that they don't want to date outside their race? Okay, so why do black women get angry and bitter when black men that they don't want date outside their race? Good question. So, ladies, did y'all see about that college football player? He proposed to his white girlfriend. Did I seen that right?
Yeah.
It
was
was
had two kids. She was wearing the glasses. She looked like a little nerd.
No. She wasn't no nerd. She wasn't the glasses. She was like.
Oh, no, it was the other one. Okay, yeah, that's what I saw. Yeah.
Okay, ladies. So let's go ahead and get y'all perspective on that. Let's start with you.
Commanders.
So the question is,
NFL.
why do black women get angry or bitter when they see a black man date outside the race?
And I don't understand that because when they see a black woman date outside their race, they big them up. Like I literally just made a video on TikTok yesterday about that, where the black women was celebrating because this black woman said, "I'm done dating these black men. It's white men for me only." Everybody say hi to Joe. They was congratulating her and all kind of stuff. Some dude in the comments said, "Why y'all congratulating her like she just got a degree or something? Only thing she's doing is dating outside her race." The chick had to be like 23, 24, and she was dating an old white man, hair gray, he's bald, and he had to be like in his mid 50s, early 60s. You know, anytime, I ain't gonna say anytime, but a lot of time when black women date outside their race, I ain't gonna say a lot of time, but sometimes, you know, when black women date outside their race, it's older white men, you know, and it's for money, you know? It's for money. It's for money, you know, for the love of money. Or make, look what that money maker do.
And were you mad about seeing that?
Personally, anything on the internet don't have nothing to do with me. Like, it's not my life, you know. But I just feel as though people, black women, probably get mad because it be on some like, don't come crying to us when you know what type of situation you're in, just to, you know.
The same shit happened with black women. You know, and when a black man dates a black woman and she leave him, just like we had that black woman who said she divorced her husband because he's a sucker. He took her and her kid or kids in, and she left him when he got broke. She said any man who would marry a woman with kids or deal with a woman with kids is a sucker. And that was a black woman talking about her ex black husband that she divorced after he lost his job or whatever the case is. All y'all gonna say is you chose her. No matter if the woman's white, black, Hispanic, no matter what race she is, y'all still gonna have the same thing. But when it's a woman of another race, the only thing y'all gonna be able to say is more is you should have dated a black woman. Like black women don't do the same shit when they do.
Be put back in that situation, or it's just like things that you see in life. Like I personally don't have no opinion on that because everybody do what's best for them, honestly. Like but they probably get mad because the black men probably come crying about what the white woman doing to them and all that. But it's like you knew that, like
But so why do you think the black women are upset then?
Well, that's what she's saying. You saying that the black women are upset because the black men are coming back to them crying?
Yeah, so it'd be like they're complaining about the white woman and what they're doing and all that, but then it's just like you'll still choose to deal with them, or they'll know what's up with the white woman and just still.
That's an assumption, though. Do you really think that the black men that are choosing white women are going back to black women?
Listen to this.
I personally don't know.
So to reiterate, so there are some black women out there, obviously, that they get upset when they see a black guy dating a white girl.
Well, so I'm about to say,
or marrying a white girl. So, in your opinion, I don't know if there's a right answer, but in your opinion, why do you think that they get upset when they see a black man dating a white woman or marrying a white woman? In your opinion,
because they probably think. I feel like I personally look at it like they probably think black men think black women want them for their money or like want them for what they have or whatever sometimes. Or
Not saying that that's necessarily true or not true, but anytime you see these street interviews or you see anything of that nature and you ask a black woman, what are you looking for in a man? More times than money, 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 money. I can go find a whole little thing where black women said a man can't make them happy unless they have money. A lot of times, that's where they bring it to is money, 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 money. How can you be a good man if you don't have money? How can you be a good father if you don't have money? How can you be a man at all if you don't have money? If y'all emphasize money all the time and then a man want a woman who wants him because of who he is, but a lot of times y'all bring it back to money, 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 money. What can you spend for me? What can you do for me? Money, 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 money. I can be mad where he going, where he feel like she appreciate the person and not what I bring as far as resources and money.
they just mad because it's not them. Like sometimes it be like that. It's just not them, and they just mad. Like sometimes it just be like that. Like
moving right along. Why do you think that black women are angry and bitter when they see a black man, a successful black man, dating outside the race to a white woman?
I think because a lot of times, like when black men go to white women, they do it because they feel a negative way towards black women. Like they had bad experiences. So they know that they're going to run their mouth and talk down on black women, which most of the time black men do. They talk down on black women.
So black women don't talk down on black men?
I feel like black men and women talk down on each other, which really is still not okay, but yeah.
To go on social media, there's maybe not right now, but this you can find plenty of statuses, whether on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, of women just dogging men. You know what I mean? Especially black men. You know what I'm saying? So why should a man date a certain race of woman when they're constantly dogging black men?
I don't think that we're constantly dogging black men. I think it's just the society that we're in now. Everybody.
These niggas is broke. These niggas ain't got no money. These men don't want to be men. The list goes on and on and on. Like belittling men as a whole, and more times than not, it comes from the black community, and more times than not, black women are dating black men. So that's what they're talking about, the black man. When they say these niggas, they're not talking about white men. They're not talking about Mexican men. They're not talking about Chaldean. They're not talking about Arabics. They're not talking about Asians. They're talking about black men. These niggas ain't this. These niggas ain't that. These niggas ain't got no house. They ain't got no car. They ain't got no job. These niggas don't want to be men. Where the real men at? All the real men dead are in jail. All that is directed towards black men.
Dogging each other, you know?
And don't get me wrong, she's right. Black men do be dogging black women, you know, and be very negative about black women and their condemnation of black women. You know, it goes both ways. But both of them right for to a certain extent. You know, both genders need to cool that shit out.
And I just think it's all messed up.
Okay,
I don't think I think that the black community, yes, we do have a lot of things to work on, but I think we're bashing each other. I don't think it's just one more than the other.
Got you.
Yeah.
So your answer was the reason why black women, you know, are angry and bitter at black men dating outside the race is because the black men feel negative towards. They think that
put out
the
a
black
negative,
men feel negative towards them.
Yeah, they paint a negative picture of black women when they do move on to these white women.
Okay, so
and then
No, not necessarily. Like, I make the kind of content I make, and a lot of times I just pull videos from anywhere. I don't care what race of woman it is. But because I'm a black man and I'm speaking on women, and a lot of times, I can't even lie, a lot of times my videos be from black women. So a lot of black women feel that I don't like black women. I'm just talking about the situation. I don't know you as a person. I don't know y'all as a whole. So I can't, and I would never just say that one race just, I'm never going to say one race just act like this, because there's always outliers. There's always people who's different from everybody else. So I would never say that just one race.
for
they
you, real
make these white
quickly on
women
that.
feel comfortable, you know,
Question
saying
real.
certain things, which she did say she was talking negative about, you know, black women.
The white girl?
I don't know if that was her specifically, but I seen something like that on Twitter today, like when it was a white woman and a black man. And, actually a white woman commented on it, and she had said, yeah, this is
she
why.
was in the comments.
Yeah, she said this is why black men don't want black women.
And what was the reason? Because why?
She was like, because y'all are angry and bitter and just, you know, that whole picture that black men paint of black women.
Okay.
Are we painting that picture, or are y'all painting that picture yourself? Because y'all are angry and bitter and mad at the black man for marrying a black woman. I mean, marrying a white woman. He didn't say anything. All he did was propose to his longtime girlfriend, who was there at his lows, and now she's getting to reap the benefit of his highs. And there was a whole lot of mad, bitter, and angry black women in the comments. And then a white woman said, okay, I see these black women who's mad, bitter, and angry in the comments, and this is why the black men don't want them. That's not a black man painting a picture. That's y'all painting a picture for everybody else to see. And anybody with two eyes can see that. So she just seen what black women was doing in the comments and said, okay, well, this is why these black men are dating other race of women. That's not a black man painting a picture. That's y'all painting a picture for them to see.
So, my question for you is, so you said a few things there. I'm trying to understand your worldview. So
you think you know wigs. Do you really?
I don't know.
First up, we've got shape video masks.
I got skipped.
black men pretty much paint a negative image towards black women when they choose a white girl, right? So, but how? How do they make black women look like negative or seem negative if they choose a white girl? Like, how does that happen? It's a choice. It's a preference. So it's like, you know, you go to an ice cream shop, you got chocolate and vanilla, you got one vanilla.
You always
Should chocolate feel negative because I chose vanilla? So, like, explain to me the psychology behind it.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to understand.
Yeah, so most black men start dating black women, right? Most of the time, people start dating their own race, let's be real. And then you venture out to different races. So,
from a general perspective, I can say yes. Yeah, not all. and maybe not even most, because it all depends on the demographic of where the black person is being raised.
And the demographic.
So, like,
it's
in the
factors to
South,
it.
yeah, it's a lot more black people in the South than any other, than any other states. So in the South, yeah, we can see more, the same
couples,
race,
right.
black couples, the same race dating. But if you start to travel more up north, well, there's more white
Diverse.
girls, there's more diversity. So the black guy's gonna date Spanish girls, white girls. The white girl's gonna date,
Well,
black
generally,
boys.
I think people start dating in their race because that's just what they're
Yeah,
used to.
let's get to your point, though. I didn't want to cut you off.
believe
Yeah, go ahead.
I almost forgot what I was talking about now.
Okay, so we were on. You were just explaining to me how a black man choosing a white girl makes the black woman look negative or bad. It paints
Well,
a
I was
negative
just-
connotation towards the black woman.
Yeah,
That choice.
I would just say that, yeah, I feel like they do. And I feel like most of the time
So I think what she was getting at, majority of the time, you date in your race, especially when you first start dating. Like when I first started dating, I started dating black girls. More times than not, you're gonna date who you grew up with. You're gonna date who you grew up around. And a lot of times when you're black, you grow up around black people, so you date black people. You date black women. So as a man, once you grow up and you have dated black women and black women and black women, and then you venture out and you date a woman of another race and ultimately marry that woman of another race, that means you're to them a lot of times. This is how they feel. I think this is the picture she was trying to paint. To black women, they feel like, damn. So none of us was good. All these black women you and talk to, you and date, maybe you and slept with, none of them was good enough for you to be with long term. None of them was good enough for you to marry. But you date this one chick outside your race, and you date her, you marry her, you start a family with her, you love her, you protect her, you provide for her, you do all these things for her that you couldn't find, that you couldn't do for not one black woman that you ever talked to, that you ever dated. I feel like that's the picture she was trying to paint, but she kind of lost her train of thought because, Coolio started asking her something, so.
date in our own race because that's what we're comfortable with, right? But then eventually you venture out and you try something new. And when you try something new, it's probably a reason behind that, right? Like, okay, let me try something new. Either just because I'm curious or because I had a negative experience. So it's either one or the two. And I feel like most of the time it's just because they had a negative experience.
Okay.
Yeah.
Vad, what do you think? Why do you think?
So, what she's saying, I want to just like piggyback on it and talk about it just a little bit more. So, I dated black women and black women and black women and black women, and I got cheated on, I got lied to, I got laughed, and all that. And none of these things turned me off of black women. And now it did turn me off of relationships for a minute. And then I met my wife, and I wasn't looking for a relationship. And a lot of times when you're not looking for a relationship, that's when you find a relationship and you find somebody that's good for you. I was just out here, going with the flow, as the young people say, and I found my girlfriend who eventually became the mother of my children, who eventually became my wife. And one thing that was different about her than the other women that I talked to, that I dated, is all the other women I talked to, I dated, be that we were young, it's early 20s, my 20s. A lot of times they expected me to pay for everything. I mean everything. I think I had one girlfriend for my birthday. She did give me like a Galaxy tablet. That was it. But like that same girlfriend, I got her jewelry, perfume, lingerie. I got her a hotel room with a jacuzzi for her birthday, roses, flowers, all kind of shit, the works. I was going overboard. And that's just the kind of man I am. And I was doing it for every girlfriend I had. They were still lying, still cheating, still sleeping with other dudes, and still leaving me, But when I got with my girlfriend at the time, who eventually became my wife, it was different, It wasn't everything is on you. It was, hey, I got you. I can pay for that. Oh no, you know what? I said I asked you out on this date. I'm gonna pay for that. What? We do that? People do that? Women do that? Oh, you different? You different. You different. You different. You different. Those black women never turned. Black women cheating and doing everything they did never turned me off of black women. You know. But like you said, when I met the non-black woman, she was different. You know. She didn't feel like everything is supposed to be put on a man and he got to figure everything out at 22, 23, 24. She felt like it's a team and we're going to figure this shit out together. You know?
Black women get upset when you see a black man date and or marry a white woman. In your opinion?
In my opinion?
In your opinion?
I feel like it's because maybe the black man has become more successful and has gotten more money, and they feel as though they can upgrade to a woman that is higher than a black woman. That makes them feel as though they are a king. Maybe that a black woman maybe doesn't make them feel as that they're a king.
Okay,
Do you understand?
I get what you're saying. Question for you. You said the black men feel as though choosing the white woman is an upgrade. Why do you think that? Why would you think that?
I feel like that it makes them feel as that there is an upgrade.
So you feel that the black man feels that the white woman is an upgrade. So you trying to feel for the black man.
I'm not feeling for them. I'm just saying what I feel as though they feel.
Okay, real quick. But she said the same thing.
Listen to me. So if I explain this to you, I feel as though like black people should, if they initially date their own race, like my sister was saying, they date someone that is the race of their own. So I feel as though when they start making more money, that they feel as though that race that they decide to date outside of being black, like maybe it's Hispanic or maybe it's white, they feel as though that woman is more easier to obtain to than a.
Basically, what the fuck she's saying, besides that upgrade bullshit she talking about, they feel like the other women of other race are more easier to, more easy going, more, they will follow a man lead, follow the black man lead more easy than a black woman, because the black woman is still gonna be outspoken and she need to say what's on her mind and tell you exactly how she feel, even if it's unwarned and you want her to shut the fuck up. You know, gotta say what's on mind. You know,
woman, because a black woman, they speak their mind, they tell you what they want. You know, we all have our wants and we have our needs, and we
told you. I told you. Don't get me wrong, women of other race do that shit. My wife is Chaldean and she still tell me what the fuck she want to tell me, even if I don't care. That shit still happen with women of other race. But that's what black women think. Like the other race of women are just more easygoing. No, not all the time. But a lot of times the other race of women are more understanding and they're willing to work together, as they understand that it's a partnership, and you know, you need to pull your weight in this motherfucker, and I can't do everything by myself. But a lot of black women feel like black men get with white women and say, you know what, or women of other race and say, you know what, you ain't gotta do shit. I'm gonna take care of everything. It's easy streets over here for you, baby. You know, I struggled with the black woman. I became something, and now I'm about to shower you with gifts and just make your life so much easier. That's not always the case. Hey, for some dudes, maybe that is the case, but that's not always how it rock, and that's not always how it goes.
express that to you, and we tell you what we're gonna accept and what we're not gonna accept from you. It's just that's just what us black queens have in us. Period.
Black queens have in us. Period. It's the bullshit that black men be having to deal with. You know, or any man of any race. No matter what fucking race of woman you is. If this is the bullshit mindset you have, then a lot of times y'all not gonna fucking work. Men are easygoing. Most of the time, men do any and everything they can do to fucking rest. That's what the fuck men are trying to do. You know, they get up, do everything they women want to rest. They get up and go to work to come home to rest. They get up and they take their kids and do whatever need to be done, no matter if it's school, sports, events, or whatever, after school program, basketball, football, music, piano, whatever, everything to rest. So you all that rah shit and ain't gonna be no peace in this home unless I get what I want and happy wife, happy life shit. Man, black men don't want to hear that shit. No, don't no man want to hear that. At the end of the day, period, queen, all that bullshit. Get out of here. For you to be a queen, you need a king.
White women, they don't.
Why the white woman not a queen?
White woman, let me tell you.
Black queen? Go ahead now, I'm messing with you. Go ahead.
Yeah. So let me tell you, like a black woman, a white woman is going to sit there and just let you provide for them and let you do what every white man would do for a white woman, which is provide, which is take care of them, which is do everything you feel as though you need to do for a woman. You're gonna do that for that white woman.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with white women?
You're gonna do that for that white woman. You're gonna do that for that Hispanic woman. Because you know why? Because they're not a black woman. Oh. Because they're not gonna tell you what you should do.
Okay, so if you know all this, one, you got to get that victim mentality up out of here. That's what it is. A lot of y'all had a victim mentality. Y'all the victim, and everybody just want to do y'all wrong. But two, if you know that that Hispanic woman, that white woman, that Asian woman, that woman of another race is going to shut the fuck up and allow the man to be the man and provide and protect and lead, then why you can't do that? If you want the black man and you know these are the requirements of having a black man and this is what he look for, why can't you become that woman? You know? As a man, we don't say, oh man, I just wish that women would just let us do X, Y, Z and just, we say, okay, so women not fucking with men who ain't got no money. Let me get some money. Women not fucking with men who ain't got no confidence. Let me get some confidence. Women ain't fucking with a man with a broke down bum ass car. Let me get a nice car. We don't cry about how we feel like things should be. We just say, hey, at the end of the day, this is what it is. This is the game. And if I want to play, this is what I need to do. And we just do it. Camaro. Durango RT. I didn't cry. I said, you know what? And I didn't get that for women because when I got both of them cars, I was in a relationship with my wife. But I like those cars. And those are the cars I wanted. And, you know? And that's the kind of man I wanted to be and present myself to the world. At the end of the day, you know, you got to look like something. A lot of times you feel like something because you put yourself in a position to be that. You know, and look like that. But men don't cry about what things should be or how we. Well, I just feel like women should just accept a man for who he is, and if I was born a man, a woman should just listen to me. And no, you got to give that woman something to respect. You got to be so much of a man that she want to listen to you. Women, oh, I just feel like since I was born a woman with a split between my legs, that a man should just want to take care of me and princess passenger me, and I shouldn't want nothing.
Should not do, and they're not going to put their foot down, and they're not going to tell you, hey, I want you to do this and I want you to do that, and you're not, and they're not going to speak on that shit.
I want you to do this, I want you to do that. Are you the man, or is the man the man? Because the man is supposed to lead. I want a man that lead. I want a man that put me in check. I want a man that do this, but you also want a man that listen to you and submit to you, like he's the woman. Make it make sense here, because it's not. And I'm pretty sure she's single. Probably just a pass around.
Because you know why? Because they're white. And because they know that they have a strong black man there to provide. And as a...
Okay, so if you got a strong black man there to provide, why the fuck you need to still be strong and independent? Hello.
Woman... You see that in a black man. You know what a black man can provide. And you know what a black man can do. And you know what a black man can do for a black queen. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm saying, like, a black woman knows what a black man can do. So we just try to instill that in y'all's head. We just try, if y'all forget that, we try to instill that in y'all. And we try to just, like, make y'all instill that.
Instill what?
Instill that. You can do this. You can do that. We motivate y'all. We do all those things that feel as though y'all probably feel.
The only woman that ever motivated me was my mother. That's it. My mother has 9 children. I didn't see her give up on one child. I seen her made a way out of no way. Now that I have my own children, I'm like, how the fuck? I got my own children and I'm married. So I'm like, how the fuck was she doing all this by herself? 4 more children, and by herself. The only woman that ever motivated me was my mother. That's it. Now my wife. But no woman have ever motivated me to want to do better or be better or get this money or all. That's already instilled in me from a young age from seeing my mom. That was it. That's the only black woman that ever motivated me. Yeah.
Y'all can't provide. Y'all can't do this. Y'all can't do that.
Get reactions.
You understand what I'm saying?
Okay, real quick. So you said a lot there.
Yeah, a whole lot.
Hold on.
One of the things,
so y'all can understand.
we understand you.
Okay.
So one of the things that you said there was, the reason why the black man chooses the white woman is because if we just look at the logical entailment of all the things that you said, he chooses the white woman because the black woman is too hard to handle. Seems like he wants something that's easier to handle.
To sum it all up.
So then my question for you is, why would a black man want to handle any woman?
Because it's easier.
No, but listen to the question.
Because it's easier to handle a woman that is not the same race. That
provides... Listen, let me
provides.
say it again real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Why would a man want to have to handle any woman? Why, if you get into a relationship and I'm out working and paying the bills and protecting and providing like you said, why would I want to go home and deal with a woman that I have to handle?
At the end of the day, let's just be honest. Women was put here to make man life easier. God said, Adam, I'm going to send you a helpmate. He sent Eve, a woman. So if you're fucking making a man life harder, why the fuck is he going to choose you? Make that make sense. Please make that make sense, because you cannot. Y'all think being a headache and being outspoken and loud and obnoxious is so cute. And I try to tell women all the time, I don't give a fuck what race you are. That shit is ugly. That's just a headache. I got to go out there 24/7, 7 days a week, battle the world, pray that I don't get stopped, that somebody don't take me out, that I get to actually see my kids grow up, that I get to see my 2-year-old son become an 18-year-old man, become a 23, 24, 25-year-old man. Hopefully, I get to see him get married and see his children. I gotta go out there and battle the world. Have these thoughts like, damn, I hope I get to see my beautiful kids grow up. Battle the whole world. My boss and my supervisor and their supervisor and the other people I gotta deal with while I'm at work. To come home, then to battle you? I don't get no peace nowhere. I don't get no peace at home. I don't get no peace in the streets. I don't get no peace at work. Nowhere? Fuck out of here. This is the shit that men that continue the video, man.
Want to deal with more.
A black woman has more than just easy shit to just go off of.
No, I think you're missing a point.
Black women are more strong-minded. We have things that we want.
Yeah, that's not the question, though.
Okay.
Pay attention real quick.
Okay.
So, think about it.
She won't even let him get his fucking thought across. She won't even let him finish the question, so she ain't answer it. Prime example.
We go out there fighting dragons. We dealing with the world. We going out there and we're... No, I mean, I'm saying that we're...
Yeah, I think literally, that's literally our perspective. You go out there, you dealing with the world, you got to make it to work safe, then you got to go to work. Any sign of disrespect, a dude could not like the way you look at him. You could not like the way a dude looked at you. You could not like the way a dude says something to you or whatever. It's a fight, whatever. There's always a chance of violence with two men in any area. Even good friends, there's a chance of violence. Me and my brothers have threw fists before grown. It happens. Then we gotta take shit from our supervisor, take shit from their supervisor, take shit from the people we work with. Then we gotta try to make it back home safe. And then we gotta take shit from you. After we just had to battle the whole world to provide for you. When do we get our mind get a break? You know? Soon as we come through the door, take out that trash, the dishes need to be done. Here, grab this baby, the laundry, this, that. You're never enough. You can spread yourself as thin as possible and you're still not being enough. You never get any peace.
In the workforce and we're competing. In order for us to bring home the money, we have to compete. Life is a competition. So once we leave the house, there's a competition for me to get my paycheck. There's a competition for me to keep my house.
Is that not the same for the women?
We're speaking about the dynamic that you said. If the man is protecting and providing, right? In that dynamic, the man is out there competing with the world, so then he can bring home the food and the money for the wife and the children. If he is doing that, right? He's doing his job. Why would he then want to come home to a woman?
To a black woman.
No, listen. Why,
to a black woman.
Take
say
away.
that. Say
listen,
that.
Stop.
No, say
for
a black
you,
woman.
For you, I need you to understand.
Victim mentality. I cannot stand a person with a victim mentality. Goodness gracious. You will never succeed. You will never prosper. You will never move on to the next chapter if you have a victim mentality. If it's always everybody's fault but yours. If you're always the one being done wrong.
Forget about any racists. Just think about this.
Okay.
Why would any man, let's speak about the genders, why would any man want to go home to a woman that he then has to handle and do another job? He's already out there working and doing things. Why would he want to have to come home?
Because she has a mind of her own, because she feels as though she wants more than what she has.
I got it.
Because she feels as though she wants more than
No, you're speaking,
just being
once again, you're speaking for the woman. Let's think about the man. So put yourself in a man's perspective.
Okay.
So let's just reverse it real quick. Let's say if you are in a relationship, right?
Yeah.
You've been in a long relationship, actually.
No.
Wait. How long you been in a relationship?
It hasn't been that long.
Okay, let's just say, you're in a relationship. Hypothetically, you've been living together with this man, but let's say you're the breadwinner. You're out there competing with the world. You're out there you make the bulk of the money, and you're doing things. Now, let's say when you come back home from a long day of work, you're tired. You just want some love. You want some food. You want to be, nurtured, right? You want some of that good energy. Now, let's say when you come home, your guy is being nagging, being annoying, being combative with you. You'll be like, God dang, nigga, I just was working, paying all the bills. Like, let me come home to something like soft and good and lovey-dovey. So now let's just flip it, right? From your worldview and your standpoint, you're saying that the black man is choosing the white woman is because she's less combative. And you're saying that the black woman is more to handle.
Right.
So, which you
That's
wouldn't even
usually what
choose
it
that.
is.
You get what I'm saying?
That's usually what it is.
But that's usually what it is. But you wouldn't even choose that. Like, think about it. We just flipped it, right? And you was out there working, making the bread. Now, let's say if you went home to a guy, and he's the nurturer, pretty much. He's out there cooking, cleaning, and doing that stuff. But when you went home to him, he was combative and nagging and being annoying to you. Would you like that?
Would I like that?
You don't like that. You would appreciate more of a good, loving, caring, nurturing energy if you're the breadwinner, right?
Right.
Got it. So that's what men want.
But
The logical entailment would be if black men are choosing white women with your worldview because black women are more combative and they're more to handle. Well, that means that black women.
Why don't y'all just become less to handle? I'm just talking about this situation, this scenario they're talking about. Just become less to handle.
To change their behavior and get on program. Know their role and play their role. If you got a man that's being masculine, taking care of the bills and protecting and providing for you, you nurture that man. You be feminine. You be submissive. You get on his program. You cheer him on.
But you also have a mind of your own. And you also speak of things that you feel as though maybe your man doesn't want to speak of. But you speak of that because you want to speak of it to make it be known to make your man feel as
Everything don't need to be fucking known. Everything don't need to be known. There was a situation come up where I had to spend like almost $2,000, and then the very next week rent was due, and I think I had like $150 after rent was due. I didn't need to let it be known, like, hey, wife, I'm fucked up. I didn't have to let it be known. I just had to handle business. She just needed to know what needed to be taken care of was taken care of. That's it. Everything don't need to be known. You don't have to say that that's the difference between a man and a woman. We know that we don't have to say everything. Because if I tell her, oh yeah, I'm fucked up right now. I ain't got this, I ain't got that. She gonna start worrying like, damn, my man ain't got it. I can't even go to him when I need it. Be there, I did it. All that. Everything don't need to be known. And that don't mean I'm lying or I'm withholding something from her. Everything just don't need to be known. You don't have to say every fucking thing. You ask a man, do you need to tell your wife everything? They're gonna say, no, I can't tell her everything. My guy, John Cannon, TikTok, YouTube, go follow my guy, great content. He said it was times where he was so fucked up, he was working like 3 jobs. He was running to his fucking door, taking the eviction note off his door. Everything don't need to be, that was his, I believe at the time it was his girlfriend, but now it's his wife. Everything don't need to be known. Only thing that need to be known is I'm handling business. As long as that's what's going on, that's what's going on. You don't have to. That's only women who feel like everything need to be known, everything need to be said. Men don't feel like that shit.
oh, you are thinking of those things that he doesn't want to avoid. He wants to avoid talking about.
If he want to avoid talking about it, a lot of times, it's no reason to fucking talk about it. It's not that deep to him. It's not that big. You about to make it into a problem that it don't even need to be.
Woman speaks up things and does things that the black man probably doesn't want to talk about, probably doesn't want to do.
Like what?
I'm saying,
It don't
like,
even matter
anything.
like what. Then that's her problem.
A white woman is going to avoid that shit just so that you're happy in that time, just so that you have everything that you want.
But
and
then,
A white woman's going to avoid that just so you're happy and you have everything you want. So a black woman going to bring some shit up because she don't want you to be happy and she don't want you to have everything. That's what she said. So she gonna bring that shit up and make it a big deal and all this drawing out bullshit because she don't want you to be happy and she don't want you to have what you want. That's what she said. Literally, verbatim.
You would like that shit at that time.
And remember, try to no
You
cussing.
would like it. Okay, I'm sorry.
You get, but so think about what you just said. Like, who's at fault then? Show of hands real quick. Who wants a leader?
Me?
Now, do you think most women want a leader?
Yes.
Okay, so if most women want a leader, by default, the woman, in order for the woman to get a leader, by default, she must follow that man's lead in order for her to have a leader.
Absolutely.
Got it, right?
Absolutely.
So if she must let me finish my point. If the woman must follow them.
The man can't even finish his point before she intervene, before she interrupt. This is what the fuck black men got to deal with, when dealing with these certain black women. I'm not going to say all black women because there's some great black women out there who submissive, who allow their man to lead, who allow their man to talk, who actually know how to communicate and convey what they need to say the proper way. They're not going to just keep intervening and keep talking and try to overtalk the man and try to bully the conversation. But there are a lot of black women just like this one.
Man's lead, if she wants a leader, then that means that why is the black woman, like you're saying, being so combative, being so annoying, not wanting to get on the man's program, but the white woman is getting on the man's program? So wouldn't you say that the blame would just be on black women, not the black man? So who's at fault for black men not choosing black women? We would have to say that the black women are at fault because they're not changing their behavior and getting on the black man's program, but the white woman is.
But you're making it seem as though like the black woman is at fault for speaking her mind and for doing what she feels like though she needs to talk to her significant other about. I'm talking about speaking up. Talking about.
Listen, since the beginning of time, and even in the Bible, it's better to live on the corner of your house or the roof of your house than be in a house with a quarrelsome woman. So even God knows, Jesus knows, women should shut up and listen to the man.
Oh, that's what you
They
think.
shouldn't be talking.
That's why black men will go for the white women. That's what I'm trying to say to you. That's why the black man will go for the white women.
It's in history books. It's in the
That's
oldest
why the
text.
black man will go for the white women. Is what
Listen,
I'm saying to you.
It is not your place.
Because a white woman would shut the fuck up, and that's what I'm saying to you.
I have a question for you. Hold on, let me ask you
Go
a
ahead.
question.
Yeah, but what that doesn't, like, you're saying something, but it doesn't prove anything. You're like
What
making.
you're saying doesn't prove anything.
No, what it proves is that the reason why I'm just going with your
Actually,
logic,
we
right?
could probably look at statistics, or someone could do a study
why
on that.
Real quick,
Why
let me just finish my point
why
from what she
would-
said. Look,
Okay.
you're just saying that, like, well, that's the reason why black men are choosing white women because
Successfully
no,
black
listen,
men?
because
Yeah.
white women are more submissive.
Yes.
So the black man is not an L for the black man.
Women are supposed to be submissive. If black men are dating outside their race for other women to be more submissive, because other women are more submissive, why not just be submissive? Nope, because I want my cake and eat it too. I want my black man and I want him to let me rule the relationship how I want, even though he's supposed to lead. Most women fucking hate leading a relationship. Oh, where you want to go out tonight? What you want to eat? What we doing? Don't fucking know. They don't. I want to turn my brain off. When I'm with my man, I want to turn my brain off. Don't know none of this shit. But yet you want to lead the relationship. But yet you don't want to follow the man lead, but you want to lead her. Make the shit make sense. Cause it's not.
L for the black women because y'all not getting any successful black men. So you're saying it like it's an L for the black man. No, all men we want a feminine and submissive woman.
There
so
are
if the
black
man,
women that are submissive
there are
and
many
feminine.
in all races. There are many
You
women
have
that's
to bring
feminine
that
and
out
submissive.
of them. You can't be.
If I gotta bring something out of you, that shit not in you. My wife ain't have to do nothing for me to be who I am. Nothing. Not a damn thing. My wife ain't had to do nothing for me to be who I am. My wife ain't had to do nothing for me to pay these bills. My wife ain't had to do nothing for me to pay the car insurance. My wife ain't had to do nothing for me to do anything I do for my family. She didn't have to bring it out of me. That's like a man saying, I'm feminine, but for the right woman, I'll be masculine. You just gotta bring it out of me. Why do I have to bring something out of you? If that's you, that's just who you're gonna be. So if you're submissive, you're just going to be a submissive woman. And if you're not submissive, you're not going to be a submissive woman. You can play that role for a short period of time, but ultimately you're going to go back and be who you truly are. There's nothing that a man can do or can't do or whatever won't do that will make a woman submissive who's not submissive. Don't fall for that bullshit, because it is some BS.
So real quick, right? Let's just use that same logic. So you have to get me to be feminine and submissive. That's what you're saying as a black woman. Now, you want a masculine man, right?
Right.
What if I said to you, you have to get me to be masculine? Mm-hmm. Before you get me to be masculine, I'm going to act feminine.
You should be masculine.
I should already be masculine. So guys, let's just go ahead. Let's just go ahead and reverse it. You should automatically be feminine. Listen real quick. You should automatically be feminine and submissive as a woman, and not have no man should have to get that out of you.
I shouldn't say anything.
But a lot of the times when you are dealing with, or when you see a successful black man as a black woman, you're looking like, oh wow, like he's a successful black man. You see black men all the time, but sometimes it's hard to come by a successful black man. So you have somebody that is a football player, and it's like, damn, why wasn't that me? I feel like that's how a lot of them is looking like.
It's
and I'm not saying me like me.
I know what you mean.
You know.
It's because they want to cause chicks like Red over there that just don't want to listen. I want to argue back and forth and stuff like that. Because they're all black women like.
See, I remember I was listening to the radio, and it was saying this one dude at this professor at this college, he said that they had started like a African thing, like a study of black people, African American, whatever. And he said he just knew it was gonna be full of sisters in that class. I don't remember if it was black. I don't remember if it was African American man or whatever. I just know it was African American or whatever. I think it was the African American man. I could be quoting it wrong, you know. And he said he just knew the class was gonna be full of sisters. He said his first year of that class, he was the professor. He said it was one black woman, about 20 white women, about 10 to 5 Hispanic women, all in there learning about the black man. One black woman. So in these colleges and things, these women of other race see these black men going somewhere and they attach themselves to them, or even in high school, like baby girl with Travis Hunter, they attach themselves to them. You know, a lot of our black women when they're younger, when they're in high school, shit, when I was in high school, 14, 15, the black girls was telling me I'm too young, and they was 14 to 15 with me, and they was dealing with the 19, 20, 21-year-old drug dealers. That's what they was attaching themselves to. They wasn't talking to the athletes. They wasn't trying to become the girlfriend of the athlete. You know, they were talking to the grown drug dealer. You know, but the other race of women say, you know what? This man looked like he has potential to be something. He could be a lawyer. He could be a doctor. He could be a judge, whatever, a politician. You know, he could be a basketball player, football player, baseball player, whatever. Let me attach myself to him. You know, let me be his friend, get to know him. Anytime he needs somebody, I'm always there for him. So when he get to where he going, I'm there. He gonna know I've always been there. And there's some black women who move like that. You know, I remember a couple of years ago, I want to say the Kansas City Chiefs. They had a whole bunch of, like a year or two ago, I want to say last year or 2 years ago, when they was going to the Super Bowl, it was a whole bunch of black girlfriends and fiancés and wives of the Kansas City Chiefs players. You know, it ain't just women of other race who do that. Black women do it too. But if you see a man going somewhere, then attach yourself to him. You know, when he starting at the bottom, a lot of women want to try to attach themselves to a man when he get to where he going, when he become the finished product. No, do that shit when he's at the beginning stages, at the stages. You know, when you don't know if the ship gonna sink or float. But a lot of women want a man want to see the finished product. By then, it's too late. By the end, you just a smash and pass.
They don't want to listen. They want to do. They're not
That's
even
what
trying
I
to
was
understand.
saying earlier. That's what I was saying earlier.
They're not trying to understand. They want to fight
Black
you.
women just want you to understand their point of view. Black women want you to, they want you to see what they are going through, and black men just don't want to deal with that shit.
No. The thing is, all women want that. The white woman wants that too, but the white woman just knows her place.
Is that what it is?
She just knows her place. By a man's side, she knows her place. She may feel these things, right? But she's expressing it much differently than the black woman. From your worldview, that's what you're saying. You're saying that, well, white women tend to be like more, you know, feminine and let the black man kind of get away with what he want to do. But the black woman, she's more expressive and wants to express her opinion and how she feels. The thing is, both women want to do it. All women, you have emotions, you have feelings. You definitely want to express yourself. The thing is, a submissive feminine woman, she just does it with grace, or she does it in a way where it's feminine, or she just knows when not to speak. Like, everything don't have to be spoken about. You don't always have to give your opinion or your perspective on things. You can just follow your man's lead.
And if you don't trust them to lead you, then why are you with them?
Nah, facts.
Facts. Everything don't need to be said. No, because I'm going to say what I got to say. I'm going to get the last word. All this other shit. I hear plenty of women saying that shit. Nah, because I'm outspoken. A nigga gonna hear what I got to say. But about all this other bullshit that men do not care to hear. Do not care at all. You know? Men be looking for peace. Women be looking for emotions, arguments, and anything they can get out of it. But, guys, you know, like, subscribe, comment. This your boy, City Star King. Till next time, YouTube, I'm out.